All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser, or John D. Clouser, whichever one you prefer. This is episode 290 of this great, wonderful podcast I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself. But anyway, how are you? What's up? Salutations. Que pasa? Howdy. Anyway, so yeah, we're on here on a new episode. It is Friday, 19th of September of our good Lord, 2025. And I was like, you know what, John? What we should do tonight is like, hey, you were on set today. I was like, you know what, hey, I started looking at tea times, right? We're almost done with the set. I'm like, I can maybe, I mean, if I got out here early enough, we could probably do this. But I'm like, you know, hey, stay a little bit longer on set. And when you stay a little bit longer, then you'll just go home, do a podcast. And then when you have an early day on Saturday, instead of then going home and doing a podcast, you can then go golf if you want to. That's what you should do. But yeah, I am working on a shoot this weekend. It's a fucking light thing. What's so great about it, I am just being a AC, which is assistant camera. So basically what that consists of, you wait for a truck to get there in the morning, and then you unload the truck, and then the third AD, so then my assistant. So there is like the cinematographer, the camera guy. I'm his assistant, and then I have an assistant for myself, and it's really fun. It's usually how all film sets work. Sometimes it's usually just two guys, and if it's really low budget, then it's just one dude. That's how it is. That's how it works. But what my job consists of is, so I wait for a truck to get there. I get the truck, unload the truck, get all the equipment out that we're looking for. I look at the call sheet, or not the call sheet, but the shot list for the day. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to be doing close up here, mass shot here. Start getting out lenses for those things. Start putting in separate boxes. And that's what I start giving my assistant, my guy. I'm like, okay, so we're doing scene 12, and we're doing shots 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and those are all, 2 of them masters. There's 3 like, close-ups, and there's like 1 like kind of like a cowboy shot. But the cowboy shot, he wants to use a certain length. He wants to kind of use for example, he wants to use a fisheye lens. So then I'll make sure we do that. Then we mark them, and I tape them and have it all set out. So then all the camera guy has to do is basically just be on set. And he has to just wait there, hold there to make sure that he gets framing. And I come in with the camera, with the lens, boom, 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 with all the stuff that we need to do. And then back in the old time, like when I was in college, which was not that long, I guess it was, well, it's not long ago. I graduated in 2012. So when I did when I did my thesis film, we did film at that. And what we did, and then when I worked on a lot of AFI film shoots during that time too, and they all used film. So as a second camera guy, what you do is if you're using film, you have like 2 rings, and you run the film through the camera, and that's what's recording the visual stuff. And once that's done, and it's like, so it all starts with one end, and it runs all the way over, and it plays all the way on this end. And once it's done, what you do is you have to take the whole thing off. If you're lucky, you have like a dark room. If you're shooting on a set, you have a dark room. But like most of the time, you're just ruggeding out. And what you do is you have like a black, it's basically like a sleeping bag, but it has like 2 hands in it. So you unzip it. You put the whole cartridge in it, because it's 2 film things. It's 2 like negative film things, like a film, or 2 cans. And you take the whole thing and you put it in there. And then you unpop it, and then you put it into a canister, and then you're able to put the canister into a thing, and you mark it, and you tell like what thing is. Because if you don't, then you expose it, all goes to shit. None of it means shit. So that's the old day, but now everything's digital. So all you have to do is basically you always have a laptop on you, which then you basically take out the SIM cards, you unload, and if it's like a really good set, what happens is they have multiple cards, so you just interchange. Lower end set, you have to then just wait for like 10 minutes for the thing to download. Once it downloads, throw it onto a throw it back into the system or the camera, and then boom, you're ready to rock and roll. But it also depends too, like his cameras, everything's digital as well. So cameras used to be like 12 minutes long. Now it's roughly like 25. You can get 25, maybe 30 minutes worth on a battery, and then you also, that's part of your job too. So you're cycling through batteries, always charging batteries. When you're not shooting, you put everything in. You offload all the video stuff, and then you put it into files. And that's usually what I'm doing at lunchtime. That's not what I'm usually doing. I'm doing that really quick, and then boom, boom. Or I like to do that personally because I like to have a system. Because then when I talk to the editor, I'm usually the one who talks to the editor. Well, second, I see, because you have a system down how you did it, just in case like there's a system of everything wrong, then they go to you because you're the one that had like the system what it was doing. It's fun as shit. It's filmmaking. It's just different. It's a different form of it. It's so weird because I'm doing a lot of directing, and that's usually what I do. And then now I'm doing camera work, which is fun too, because that's really, it's so funny how I even got into the camera part of filmmaking. Always wanted to. So I started off in makeup, costuming, production design, that kind of thing. It was just easier work. It's just like basically because you can work on so many different aspects of things as a production designer, or in the production world. You can do makeup, all that stuff. I used to do a lot of just set design. So I just like would work with just tools and just I would make the whole set and just be one of those dudes. And then like you're basically, if you do that, you kind of do a lot of gaffing work. And so that's like a lot of, you're assisting the camera guy or the lighting people. That's a whole different thing. But so I was just working on a shoot, and we were like downtown LA, and it was just random things. So I met this actor who was also a director, aren't we all? Excuse me, on a Doritos commercial, and we exchanged numbers. So like him and I like really hit it off, and I was like, hey, if you ever need any help with anything, just let me know. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm always looking for people to come help me with like my projects. Cause you did his own stuff. He makes his own movies. He's did stand-up comedy. He's a director. He does all this stuff. He's an actor, and still good friends with him to this day. This is the craziest thing. I'm still good friends with him to this day, and he was like just really starting to move up, because he ended up like right after that he ended up like booking a role with Betty White for a Tide commercial, and then he kind of like skyrocketed. So like when he did that, he had a good amount of money at that point to start making productions. So then he pulled me on as his camera guy. But the whole funny thing is like he didn't really know me for very much. He just knew me because I came to set every couple times. He asked me like 2 times before that, and I just showed up, and I was always the first guy there. I was the last guy to leave, because I just thought I just love fucking filmmaking. It's just fun to me. It's just like playing pickup basketball. It's just like, fuck it, let's just go and let's do it. It's just so much fucking fun. Film is the best thing in the world. Anyway, and so I was just there. I was just setting up some lights for him, and he's like, hey, John, you know how to do like camera work? I'm like, I can do camera work. He's like, well, my camera guy's not here. I need a camera guy. So you can do the lighting and the camera, and you'll be the assist. That's what you're going to be that's what you get your IMDb credit as. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, cool for me. I don't give a shit. And so then that's basically how it worked. And the night after that, we wrapped for the day, and he's like, hey, Clouser, you want to come? You want to have dinner with me and my wife? I'm like, sure. And so he ended up having me dinner. We ended up drinking that night. Got pretty drunk, and then we just were friends ever since. It's just easy how dudes can become friends, right? Yeah. And then I've done so many projects with that dude ever since, just because it's just one of those things. This is one of those people, and then every once in a while he'll either be shooting in Maryland or he'll be shooting in LA, and then he'll just hit me up, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then he has an apartment in LA, so I usually just sleep on the couch there. And then if it's in Maryland, then, well, before I was dating someone whose family was from Maryland, so I used to stay with them. But now I have to get in a hotel room. So anyway, life moves on. Dude, do you know that like I love Bud Ice because it's cheapest. It's some of the cheapest fucking beer, but it's 5.5%. That's the reason why I get it for the percentage of alcohol versus the price of it. That's how I go with stuff. Like that's how you go with weed. That's how you go with like drinking. Like because if you're gonna have fun, moderation. But when you're gonna do it, have fun. I'm not gonna go anywhere after this. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna clean the bathroom. Like wild stuff. So, but yeah, and this is great stuff. This is the great. What was I gonna go with this story? But yeah, great beer. Not gonna lie, I looked at the clock and it was like, oh, it's like 19 minutes. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, like I can do the video of the week and start going to the videos. I've talked long enough. I guess I should probably go do that. You guys want to watch the videos of the week this week? You guys want to see the video? All right, let's do that. Let's watch the videos of the week, guys. All right. So normally what I video. Actually, I'll explain this afterwards. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, you guys can't hear shit. You guys can't hear anything, can you? Hold on. The one thing I didn't do, gosh dang it, Juan. You're so silly. Gosh, can't believe you did this to yourself. Hold on. All right. Now I can hear myself in the microphone. No wonder I couldn't hear myself at all. All right, here we...
President Trump, if you see this, please save us. I don't even see our American flag anymore. Biden is talking with some kind of crazy flag. This is America. This is our land. Please, President Trump. Please, I hope you have a plan.
Welcome to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
It's one of the better videos I found this week. So I normally am like, so weird because the algorithm usually helps me so much with finding videos. But recently, like the last 2 months, it just has not been there. I'm just like, no, we're going to show you other weird things instead. And so they have not been showing me this. They've been showing me a lot of miniature, people using miniature tools and cement and building small structures. That's been one of the things. Cows, AI cows saying how much they love you and talking about how much you poop. It's just this what I watch, or it's what my algorithm's been showing me lately. Because it's hilarious. It's all stupid. It's all dumb as hell. But I just started, you know what? I'm like, you know what, John? How about you get in your boat? Get in your boat. Start going down in some of those canals and those little crevices over there in the corners that you've been wanting to go down for a while, and see if those videos are any good. See, just go do some testing. And oh boy, I did. And I did. So these are all the runners up this week. So let's go from there, right? We should just go from here. Here we go.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you feel as weird as I did when I saw it. Dude, it's just as much as I don't get much off this, I'm glad I do something like this versus something like what you just saw. I could easily do that. I easily have I easily have the body structure and the physique for someone to find me attractive enough to watch that and really like it. You know what? Maybe what I should be doing is that. Maybe that's what I should be doing instead. Okay, all right, here's the next video.
Okay, so some girlfriends can't do this. Some girlfriends aren't country like I am.
Dude, I dated a country girl once. And it was so fucking hilarious about the whole thing. I guess we didn't date. We just kind of like, we talked for a second. And our parents thought I was Jewish. Anyway, and they were not fans of that. And they were not. The mother was like, oh, yeah, okay, I could tell by your nose. And I'm like, okay, well, honey, I'm adopted, so that was racist. That's what I saw. But she could gut a deer. And I always found the most attractive thing in the world. And I remember when we graduated high school, I remember we were in the parking lot. I'm like, hey, and I'm not going to say her name. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Hey, I wish you the best of luck with everything. And I hope you do good things. Because like after we it was like freshman year. And the only thing was like we made out for a little bit in my car after a home football game underneath the tree in my car, and I felt her up. My hand was cold. I remember my hand being cold. I remember I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, this is so stupid. But I remember telling her, I wish you the best of luck. I hope everything goes good with you. And I don't know why, but that girl looked nothing like that girl. Nothing like that girl. But it just reminded me of that girl. Next video.
Us. Power, baby. Up next, we have an open sport martial arts form performance. Us. Here at American Internationals. Nicholas Kajia with a front roll, back roll.
Fun stuff, right? Someone's getting paid to film that. Just remember that. So this next video is really cool. This is for all the film people. If anyone film out there, this is film related because my podcast has, it's Juan Solo. That's the whole pod. Anyway, next video.
If an actor has to eat moldy bread, I'll use teal and black food color gel and mix it with a little bit of water. Make little circles with it. Outline the circles with white food color gel, then dust the whole thing with powdered sugar to give it that white moldy look. This is actually fine dining, a delicacy, because it's cultured.
It's actually kind of cool, right? Isn't that just cool? Yeah. So what I was talking about, production design, that's the coolest thing. That's part of how I got into film, is doing things like that, being part of that crew. So you would have a production designer, and then he would show you how to do that one time, and then you would just basically do it, and you're basically in art class. He's like, yeah, I just need you to do maybe 20 of them, just so we have 20 of them, just for if we have to do a bunch of different takes at one time. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's not that fucking difficult. But that's filmmaking. That's being part of a film crew. Film crew. Okay, number 5. All right, here's this video is crazy. All right, here we go. That's not the video I wanted at all. All right, here we go. Moving on. I don't know. It's just for some reason the algorithm wanted me to know that. He wanted me to see that video. All right, here's the next video.
Tom, good luck, dude. Attempt the perfect pump. So close. He just got a perfect pump, baby.
The perfect pump, baby. Yeah. Hand's still a little swollen, you can tell, right? You can see those 2 knuckles. It's I'm pretty sure I broke my hand. I'm pretty sure. And it's so crazy. It's I've already broken this finger before, so it wasn't as bad as when I broke this finger. As you can tell, see how crooked that shit is. I broke it, And then I just healed it like that. I just let it like heal. I didn't like do anything. And I remember like when I did, I took my glove off and I was like, interesting. Because I remember it hurting when it happened, but it was like so much adrenaline was going on. And I was so young at the time. So it was my freshman year, high school. I really wanted to get my Letterman jacket as a freshman. I really wanted to letter on varsity as a freshman. I wasn't just okay with playing as a freshman on varsity. I'm like, I got a fucking letter. Because I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be that fucking dude. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to letter as a goddamn freshman. Because not many, it's kind of a rare thing. It's very rare to be able to do that. And motherfucker, I fucking did that shit. And that was one of the fucking results from it. Anyway, next video. I know, high school. Hard as shit. It was hard as fuck. Anyway, that was 6. I think that was all the videos. That was all the videos, guys. Okay. Well. Next, the next segment of the show, Craigslist Misconnections. If Half Court Miracle, you guys ever seen this movie? It's a movie about a team full of Jewish kids who have to play and win like the city championship, and they make a half court shot. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. They make a half court shot. I haven't seen the movie. Wow. Okay, you guys want to hear the first line? Is was a little fucked up. Okay. Lamont Carr, an African American basketball star, doesn't need to be told that. We don't need to know that. Is forced out of the game after serious knee injury, but chances he met Alex, a young Jewish boy who plays for an academy team. Alex loves basketball, but the team the team are pretty hopeless and have never won a game. He manages to convince Lamont to coach them despite the academy's teachers and admissioners, and suddenly the team's fortune starts to look up. They win a championship. So basically, an African American helped a bunch of Jewish men do something. I mean, I guess a bunch of young Jewish men. Why? Why does it have to be an African American? Why does it have to be that? It could have just been a basketball star. Once famous basketball star had it finish, or had it stop and retire because of a knee injury. Boom. Same thing. You get the same point across, but no, it's the African American. Ooh. It's like we're hitting two stones with one. Oh man, we're gonna hit two birds with one stone on this thing. We're gonna try to get black people and Jews to watch this movie. It's like, well, it's a black guy. We gotta watch it. Black people are gonna have to watch it, and the Jews are gonna watch it, of course. It's like, good God. What a great pile of shit. Anyway, so let's go to Craigslist Misconnections. If you're not familiar with Craigslist Misconnections, it's there's a website called Craigslist, right? So you can go there and get a website. You can go there and you can get a couch, you can get a refrigerator, you can get a roommate, you can probably get a car, you can get golf clubs, you can get a whole bunch of different shit. And anyway, so there's a little sub part to it, kind of like a subreddit, but it's on Craigslist. And not Craigslist, but it's on Craigslist, yeah. And it's called Misconnections. And you go there, and people have an interaction with each other, or they think they have an interaction with each other, and they go there, and they write a little thing saying like, "Hey, I would love to connect with you. Please, let's do that." And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna do. We should go to newest. Yes, let's go to newest. Okay, Menards, Belton. You autumn dress, blue eyeshadow. We locked eyes. I was unaware women of your beauty exist. The reason why you guys probably made eye contact was because you're staring at her. It's always how it is. Because, like, dude, sometimes I'll be super stoned, and then I'll just, like I was, like, kind of be, like, looking around, like, and then, like, someone's, like, looking at, like, oh, sorry. Like, I'm always, like, no. Like, no, moving on. Like, no. God damn it. Raiders fan at DG. Dirty girl. Raiders fan at DG. Raytown. You were wearing a Raiders hoodie and standing in line. Space. Period. When I invited you to come to the house and watch the game. I think you gorgeous. Come watch the game with me. Hit me up at blah 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 blah. Hope to hear you back soon. The Raider. This is Raider. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna say the rest of it because that's his address. Anyway, we can just not. I take a screenshot. Have the screenshot. It's just, some people like, dude, she's not. She would have, because that's creepy. Even if there's a herd of you. Even if there's a herd, like, it's still like, you can't just invite someone, hey, you want to go to my house, to a house party? I mean, in college, but it was a frat house, and there's always like this level of like, it's a checkpoint. Like, your house is not a checkpoint. It's a house on fucking Bourbon Street, or if you hit Black Hawk, you've gone too far. So it's one of those things. It's like, it's not the same. Oh, but Bud Ice. Oh yeah, I think because they're in cans. I mean, not cans, but they're bottles. They're normally just in cans, like Tall Boys. Good stuff. Anyway. Nope. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Guy at brewery barbecue in LS Lee Summit. It's a suburb of Kansas City. Caught your eye a few times. You were with a brunette sitting by the window. You were probably together, so this is a long shot. If this is you, tell me the place. Okay, it's in Lee Summit. Describe the place. Describe what I look like and what I was wearing. Sure. Okay. Interesting. That was kind of vague. Not so funny like the other ones. Lost your email. Looking for the young man who used to shower with this grandfather. Sorry, but I lost your email. God damn it. I think we got time for just one more. We'll do one more. New friend for a good time. Let's do it. New friend for a good time. St. Joseph. It's like north of Kansas City. If you're not from the Kansas City area, it's almost like 45, 50 minutes away. It's a little country. But yeah. Howdy. Looking for a country, right? Howdy. Looking to find a person to go do fun things with, and maybe things on the side. Man 32 up to chat if you are. All right, that's okie dokie. Howdy, partner. Anyway, so yes, guys, there's about 42 seconds left on this podcast. If you've gotten this far, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. I don't know what you guys do up there out in that world, but I want you though to wash your hands, look both ways, tell your parents to sit high, watch out for deer, and have fun, be safe, do something nice for somebody. Be nice. You should do that. It's a good thing. It'll make you feel better. If you love somebody, tell them you love them, because it's always just nice to hear. Wouldn't you love to hear it? So tell somebody. Not hard, right? All right, well, anyway, big gulps. Good night.